to Mini Monologue. If you've not been here before, I do unboxings for all different types of games, and this week it's a Blood Bowl unboxing, which means, of course, it's in conjunction with Two Drunk Flings. If you don't know who Two Drunk Flings are, they're an awesome podcast. Do go check them out. They talk about all things Blood Bowl. Have a laugh, and it's great to listen to. I listen to it myself, and we've been working together now for a little while, so do go check out the guys at Two Drunk Flings. But this week we're doing an unboxing of Hakflem Scuttlespike. Now, this is obviously the last Skaven Blood Bowl miniature I'll be able to do. I've done all the others. If you want to check those out, do check out playlists for Blood Bowl. But I'll pop up in the corner the last one I did, which was the Skaven Booster, which I'm about halfway through painting now. But this week I'm doing Hakflem Scuttlespike. Now, I've got the star players mainly because I wanted to get the full family of Skaven. You don't have to do this. I mean, these are quite pricey at £20 each from Forge World. I actually got this as a birthday present back in February. That's how long I've had it knocking around before I've actually managed to unbox it. So I'm at a point in my league where I might actually be able to use either him or Glar Smash Rip because I'm not doing very well. I've lost pretty much all my games bar one, and I'm not a very good Skaven coach. So I'm hopefully going to get to use these guys real soon, and I'll let you know how it goes when I do. But let's take a look at Hakflem Scuttlespike. So let's take a look inside Hakflem Scuttlespike. This model comes from Forge World and is £20, so it's a resin model. I've cut alongside the sides and the top so it's easy to get into, and the first thing you see from the box is how sort of Games Workshop, Forge World, what their colour scheme is. Obviously this is the standard Skaven Scramblers colour scheme with the red, the green and the black. I'll probably be doing something very similar on that model when I come to paint it. But let's take a look inside. So obviously you get this bit of paper which has the instructions on the back. This guy comes in 10 parts and a little bit of history of who he actually is on the inside. So he gets the Spike Magazine star player rating, his awards, his career totals and all that kind of stuff. So that, if you like some background, there's some background blurb on him as well. So that's the kind of bit of packaging that's in there. Let's get into the model. So you can see straight away I've got two bases in there. One is a standard Blood Bowl base, one is not. Now you could use either. I'll probably put him in a standard Blood Bowl base because I am intending to use him in the league hopefully at some point, if I can afford him. But first off, let's take a look at the body. So this guy's a four-armed, two-headed Skaven player, hence the reason being a star player. And there are plenty of bits to add to the model. There's four arms, the two heads, the tail, and some extra armor plating which you've got. You could choose not to add the armor plating. I probably will be. But that's the main body, and you can see obviously where the two heads attach at the top there. I'm again gonna have to do some cleanup, taking it off these pegs off, taking it off the bottom sort of wedge that it comes on, and just taking a look around the model for any bits of resin that have hung on in the modeling process. And of course, taking out things like the mold lines as well. So that'll take a bit of filing and a bit of trimming down, but that's the body. We'll do the same with all parts of the model. We'll start off with the hands, because the hands look like they need possibly the most work. You've got four different types of hands. Make sure you put them in the right place. Obviously follow the instructions for that. And you can see that they need a bit of a clean up here and there with bits of resin and of course cutting off the pegs. So these models do take a little bit longer to put together because they're resin and because they've got all this cleanup. But all you need is a craft knife, some snips, and some files to do it. So you can pick them up from most hobby stores. You can get some from Games Workshop and probably your independent gaming stores. So if you're thinking of buying this model and you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure where to get tools for, ask at your local gaming store about craft knives, snips and files. And then we've got the heads, and like I said, those two little extra armor plates you can add. So they're the two heads and the two armor plates, back and front. You can see them like that. And then finally the tail, which on this occasion comes with a hook at the end of it. I quite like the fact that this is quite an independent model with a different style tail to all the Skaven that we've had in the boxes. I'm not a big fan of the tails because they always break on the Skaven, but we'll see how it goes with this one and see if this holds on. I'll now pop it together and do you a quick spin round of the model so you can see it in full. But that is Hakflem Scuttlespike. So give me a second and I'll go put them together. Here he is, Hakflem. Obviously this model's £20 from Forge World, so it's a little bit expensive, but looks great once you put them together.
My advice would be to do the little metal plates that you've got to add first, then the heads, then the arms, and then probably the tail last. Only because if you put the arms on first, it makes the little metal plates really difficult to get in place. I'm really looking forward to painting this model. It looks great, and I'm really happy now I have all of the Skaven models in the Games Workshop range. But that's Hakflem. If you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Do go check out my Facebook for other announcements and also competitions, and also check out the Two Drunk Flings competitions and also my Instagram. I'll see you next time.